Hey everyone, I'm Megan and I'm the Ultimate Hype Witch. Today I'm going to talk about how I see a lot of people blocking their blessings, just kind of delaying their future. And it all comes down to like your mindset and the words you speak. And I'll kind of start with an example. So when you say, like, my life can't start until X happens, right? Oh, I'll be happy once this happens. Or, like, oh, once I make this amount of money, then I'll feel peace, right? So when you say things like that, you're living a conditional life and you're living in like an existence where, like, in order for you to achieve happiness or achieve peace or to be like feel safety within yourself, that XYZ must be happening. And in my experience, that anytime I've been living with that sort of those sort of conditions placed upon, like, things needing to happen in order for me to feel this certain way, I never, even if I end up getting those things, I never end up feeling that sort of happiness or like peace or anything for a long time and after I get those things, right? Because what's really happening is something's going on within that you don't feel complete, you don't feel like you're enough. You have not allowed yourself and given yourself permission to be just exactly as you are, to be fulfilled, to be happy, to be present, and to be like in love with your life as it currently is. And like it comes to gratitude and all of that. And when we speak in these conditions and we cast those spells out into the world, we are telling the universe, we're telling God, we're telling everything and everyone when we say these words, especially if you're saying this to me in conversation internally, I am losing my mind. Because I just hear yourself casting spells upon yourself. And I don't want anyone to be doing that. And it's always tough for me to witness it, and I know it because I every day it's like you still think things and they go through things, but I am very good about catching myself and reframing and redirecting my energy towards how I want to be speaking and what intentions I want to be putting out into the world. But when you're speaking to yourself in these conditions and like you're telling yourself this, you've convinced yourself that you can't be happy in this current moment. So you need to ask yourself, like, what it is exactly, like, what am I looking for? What am I searching for when I'm chasing that dollar or I'm chasing that house or that girl or guy or whatever, right? It's like, oh, I'll be happy once I'm in a relationship and etc. So what are you really seeking, right? Like, there's peace comes within, safety comes within, and like in order for you to feel safe and to like attract that safety and attract that abundance, you have to feel safe within yourself. You have to already be happy. You have to feel that joy and that presence and know that you can have everything you want. Like, I have it all. I can have everything I desire. And I am happy and I'm joyful and I'm like filled with pleasure and like joy and all of the things that you're trying to seek with these other external things, right? Like, you have to have that within you already in order to get that. Or else when you do get it, you won't be satisfied. You'll just end up, seeking the next dopamine hit, right? But the more important thing is like you have to really focus on your mind and see what things, like, from your past or what experiences you've had, what's going on internally to show you like that you have stuff going on inside, or like inner resistance or things that you're just denying yourself, right? A lot of people have abundance blocks, like they block their finances, they block their health, they block their wealth, all of that, right? So, and it typically just comes down to like the patterns that they have as children, or thinking that like you need someone else to take care of you, or actually having that deep desire to have someone else take care of you. And therefore you're constantly in a state of lack and abundance because you're waiting for someone outside of you to take care of you. And you have to tell yourself and to learn how to take care of yourself, and not in this hyper independent way, but when you subconsciously are relying on like your father or your parents or your grandma or your partner for money, and you like attach that to your worth and like how you show up in life is that, and like that's how you feel loved, and that's how you feel like affection. Like there's a lot of things that you can explore with your attachment to money, and those are just some things that like I've experienced, or just like other people I know have experienced. Like, oh, there's actually something subconsciously going on under here that I'm holding on to that I didn't even know I was holding on to. That's why, like, it's like, this is why I can't make those 6-figure months that I've been craving, right? Or, consistent income, like year over year over year. So when we get out of our mind and we stop allowing ourselves to cast these spells and to further delay our happiness, right? So when I'm going everywhere, but when you cast these spells and you're delaying these things, right? You're saying, oh, I won't be this until this happens, right? You're creating a reality where you are going to continue to delay these things from arriving in your current present moment, right? They're always going to be just out of reach. They're always going to be in the future, because you're saying that. You're saying out loud that once this happens, then I'll feel good, right? My life can't start until this happens. Okay, well, you're signaling to the universe that your life is not happening now, and that however you're living right now is not, it's totally fine. You're totally okay with it, because you're not interested in changing and shifting in your present moment. You're outsourcing and waiting for something to change outside of you before you change inside. And I've been witnessing this a lot in people I know and their experiences, and I'm just continually seeing the gap between where they thought they'd be and where they want to be continue to widen, and more things physically manifest in their reality, preventing them from starting their life, right? But it's because I've been witnessing them for months, like say it over and over and over again. My life can't start until this. I can't do this until this. I can't change this until this, blah, blah, blah. So you're literally, their whole internal system is wired to be saying that. So their physical reality is going to continue to manifest and show up and show that. And once you make that switch, and once you tell yourself that you're done programming for this fake future, and you're done focusing on what's happened in the past, right? We've reprogrammed the subconscious of the past and the future, and we live in that present moment. We activate that freedom. Then you can create from a space of, oh, this is what's flowing through me right now, and this is my reality, and this is what I'm feeling. And you can tap into the joy, and you can tap into the happiness, and you can tap into that wealth and the health and the prosperity and the dream home and the family and the kids and the vacations and all of the things, right? Then you can be like, oh, this is how it's supposed to feel. This is what it's meant to feel like when I'm home within myself. I'm happy with this current state. I'm in gratitude. I am in that healthy flow of life, and I'm like drinking up that elixir of life. And I'm no longer denying or no longer postponing living and choosing to be happy in the present moment, because this is happening. So that's what I have for this video. And it's an invitation. Like, you need to get clear about what it is you're seeking in life. Like, I believe you need to have a vision for what's going on, and then you can live with intentions and like understand what you're trying to intend for your life, what you're trying to manifest. I think it's just setting intentions and having goals. It's all the same stuff, right? And then being very clear about that, and then learning how to honor your yeses and nos to anything that doesn't align or does align moving forward. When we do that, then we can start to see the magic that's been all around us and that's been available to us. And we'll start to see the universe present us with contracts and opportunities and little pings and like breadcrumbs for us to be saying yes to. And I believe that if you take one step forward, the universe is going to guide you and take you 10 steps ahead. But you have to continue to show up, and you have to say yes and show that you really mean what you desire. Like, just like me, as I'm building this out, okay, maybe I only have a few views on every video. I have 8 subscribers, but I know that I have words that need to be shared and that I'm making a big impact because that is like I'm gifting these words. Like these are not my words. These words are flowing through me. I am a conduit for this. This is a gift that people need to hear. And I am grateful that I get to be the one who like speaks these words out into the world. But I also know that these are from not coming from me. Like my ego is not saying these things. Like these are messages that are meant to be shared from a higher power that's moving through me. Okay, enough on that. I can do a video on that another time. But my name's Megan. I'm the Ultimate Hype Witch, and this is an invitation for you to allow yourself to grow and get curious. And I am going to talk about the vortex, which is like another healing container. It's all about transformation. I'll share a little bit more in another video, but hope you have a beautiful day.